it's funk. Thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Eyes realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and reconnect to myself and know that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress, to bring me looking like we're blessings dropping. And so I got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah. Let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Test. Let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Woo.
Warning, the following image and/or content may be disturbing, offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Now, how come before the show even started, right? I'm already getting fussed at by my moderator, man. What the hell? Already getting fussed at by my moderator. Urban, you need to get some rest. Constance, man, look, I've been resting all day. I've been chilling all day. I haven't even did nothing all day. I haven't did nothing all day today. I didn't work. I didn't do nothing. So I've been resting. I've been chilling. So I'm actually ready for the show. And to be honest with you, that's why I scheduled this show late as I did, is because I've been resting all day. I've been doing that. I've been listening to what all y'all been telling me to do. Every last one of y'all been saying the same exact thing. Urban, you need to chill. You're doing too much. Urban, you need to chill. You're doing too much. So that's what I did today. Did absolutely nothing other than go up to the pharmacy and pick up my medication, and I chilled the whole entire day. That's what I did. Kid you not. Just so I could schedule this live for late at night and give y'all this good old thought-provoking content what we're going to talk about today. No lie. Appreciate everyone tuning in to the podcast tonight. I'm Urban. We got another real good topic that I want to talk to y'all about. This topic is pertaining to the Pop a Balloon episode. Now, I reviewed this particular segment of the Pop the Balloon episode with y'all before. I'm kind of inclined to showing y'all the video again so y'all can understand the whole concept of where I'm coming from when I talk about this topic tonight, because I believe that it needs to be addressed for real. It need to be addressed and it need to be called out and everything. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do that. We're going to jump into this. I'm going to give y'all my perspective about this overall thing. And we're going to leave it as that. But before we get to there, y'all, salute to everyone who's in the building right now. Thank y'all so much for one pulling up. So we got my moderator showing up in the building. What's up with it? We also got Katie in the building. What's up with it? Appreciate you. And yes, sure enough, I'm feeling better. I'm just taking it easy. I'm doing good. Constance, what's up with it, buddy? Thank you for pulling up, like always. Got my boy Lionel in the building. He said I got to show some support for you, bro. Appreciate it a whole lot. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. And she said, Urban, you damn right. I'm going to fuss at you, okay? You better have got you some rest today. And I did. Dang. I got some rest today. I got a lot of rest. And as soon as I finish the stream, guess what? I'm going to get some more rest. So, yeah, that's that. But without further ado, y'all, we first got to jump into this content, y'all. I don't want to hold y'all on this at all. This is what we're going to talk about today, all right? There is a content creator that's part of the Red Pill Manosphere community, okay? There's a content creator that's part of the Red Pill Manosphere community. This content creator is known as Mediocre Tutorial Reviews, but we call him MTR, okay? MTR had recently did a interview with the Pop the Balloon Plumber. Those of y'all who done forgot the whole concept about the Pop the Balloon Plumber, don't feel bad. I'm going to show you again the whole video that started this whole chain reaction with him and the Manosphere, the Red Pill community, with MTR, and about other content creators that I'm going to talk about on this show tonight. So without further ado, we're gonna review this once again. After that, I'm going to explain to you the reason why we're going to have this conversation tonight. Gail, I see you, sweetheart. Appreciate you pulling up. I know it's late. Sorry about it. I know it's late, but appreciate you a whole lot. But let's go ahead and review what started this whole chain reaction to begin with in the first place, all right? Now, today on the show, we're going to talk about MTR. We're also going to talk about another content creator as well, too. Her content creator name is Queen Accountability. They call her name is Daphne. We're going to talk about all that tonight, all right? Because I got some things to say about that for real. The title of the show, as you see, MTR Scam, the Pop-Up Balloon Plumber. I'm going to show y'all how he did it and how they're doing it right now as content creators. But first, let's get into how this transpired, all right?
Hello, welcome. I'll have you hold this. All right, if we can have your name.
My name's Aaron.
Aaron, how old are you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm 29.
29, okay.
Yes.
And what do you do?
I'm a licensed plumber.
Okay, very cool.
Yes.
And now, what do you look for in a woman?
I look for a woman that's not promiscuous and has a career going for herself.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breaker, being promiscuous, not cleanly, don't have a career, nothing really going for yourself.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and go on over there and see what's going on.
Yes.
All right, if we can have your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
Hi, my name is Karma. I'm 24.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to say the pop in the balloon proper. Got you. For me, it just did not work. I didn't feel like I had chemistry or I wasn't fully attracted to you. And I feel like that counts if we are going to be going through a dating show, you know?
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual. So that's okay. Thank you. You did me a favor.
You know, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have a great day.
Thank you, Queen. You too.
Okay.
Now, by him saying that particular comment, that's what started this whole chain reaction with this interaction on the show. From this point on, he's going to be very direct with every woman that he's encountered. And these particular modern day women did not like it at all. They were so upset at this dude.
That's bullshit.
Okay. So I wanted to bring this video back so y'all can remember what happened. All right. Remember when I did an episode covering this particular episode of the Pop Balloon and with Aaron and stuff, right? And I also went a little deeper with Aaron where Aaron, he was said that after his interaction with these particular women and also his interaction on social media, he ended up being trolled and everything, right? He ended up being trolled. He ended up saying that he lost his job because of this interaction. And on top of that, he ended up starting a GoFundMe account. But the GoFundMe account wasn't in particular because he lost his job. His GoFundMe account was saying that it was for humanitarian purposes. I went through the whole process of explaining to y'all that I honestly believe that GoFundMe account was also fraudulent. But the only difference between me and these content creators that I'm talking about right now is that I'm not fixing to go through her and set up her and trap people. I'm not fixing to go through her and set up her and literally dox people, going to people's personal lives just to prove a point, just to get clicks and views. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, the whole premises of this, it started off with this dude talking to the women like how the way he talked to them on this show, right? That's where it started off at, right? So after this whole interaction, right, MTR seen this video, right, and he decided to reach out to this dude because he felt like that the things that happened to him was unfair. So he decided to reach out to this brother and he decided to do an interview. Now, I'm not going to show the actual interview, and the reason why I didn't do a show pertaining to the interview because the interview is 5 hours damn long, and I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to break down a 5 hour long video. And personally, to me, from one content creator to another, being on the show for 5 hours long is just bullshit.
That's bullshit.
That is way too long. Way too long to be putting out any type of content for real. That's way too long, way too much work to be doing for 5 hours. That was me. That interview could have lasted no more than an hour. Then he could have took segments of that interview and made it to something more, like how us content creator would do. But he decided to do this. He decided to do a 5 hour long video with this brother. And within this interview, I noticed a lot of things that he was doing. A lot of stuff that he was doing, a lot of questions he was asking Aaron was triggering questions so he could clip it. so he could clip it and create videos. This is what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about how MTR scammed this dude, even though MTR and a lot of content creators saying that Aaron is scamming people on this GoFundMe thing, which I'm not knocking on that at all, because I didn't agree with the GoFundMe thing neither. But however, it's even worse. It's even worse when you get a dude like MTR to interview this dude on good faith, pretending that you care about this dude, you care about the things that he going to only discover that at the end of the day, you sitting up here clout chasing this dude. You clout chasing this dude, and you sit up here, take certain segments and clips over and over and over again to ultimately come up with the conclusion that, oh, this dude is scam. He scammed me all along. So we're going to get into this, y'all. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to share with y'all my perspective of this overall thing. So to start off my argument about this, right, we're going to review MTR video, okay? This particular video that he's talking about right now, he's gonna address Aaron the plumber. He's gonna address the interview. He's gonna allegedly start giving out different receipts and different things like that. And I honestly want to get y'all perspective about this, because I'm damn sure I'm going to give y'all my perspective about this. All right, so let's go ahead and do this.
An update. A major update, a serious update. In the story regarding the Pop the Balloon guy, after I asked him to provide receipts to prove that he lost his job, he got mad at me, and I'm gonna show you that. Before that, let's get into his GoFundMe. Now, mind you, this GoFundMe is how I came across this story. The Pop the Balloon story is...
Which I honestly disagree with this dude. No. He's sitting up here saying that the GoFundMe is the reason why he came across this dude's story. That is not true. The actual truth is that he came across a story because the Pop the Balloon video with him in particular went viral and people sent it to him. And so therefore he decided to cover the Pop the Balloon situation. The GoFundMe happened way after the fact with the one Pop the Balloon video, and after the fact where he decided to cover it. You know what I'm saying? So let's be real. And here's another thing that this dude said too that I don't agree with at all, period. He sit up here and said that he asking this dude for receipts and stuff, right? I'm going to be straight up real. I'm just going to be real about it. At the end of the day, this dude is a grown-ass man. He don't have to report to you, nor he don't have to provide no type of damn receipts to you, period. Regardless or not, if he's lying or not, that's neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, you invited this dude on an interview to do allegedly what you said to do, is to hear his side of the story. Whenever you interview a person, you're supposed to be impartial. You're supposed to just listen to that story, period. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So when I was hearing him saying that, right, I'm like, hold up. Aren't you not interviewing this dude? How the hell are you going to sit here and ask this dude for something? Then it came to the point where you're going to see later where he started trying to demand receipts from this dude. And this is a grown-ass man. How you going to tell the grown-ass man what to do, bro? To me, I ain't lying. That's beta male energy for real.
Beta!
That is beta male energy, but let's go ahead.
Something that happened a couple of weeks ago. What made it viral was him informing people on his Instagram, him uploading this GoFundMe, saying that he was fired from his of 500 people called in because they were mad at the results of the show. They were mad at his demeanor on the show. See right here, right in the GoFundMe, it says, I was fired from work today due to these videos. Today was honestly the first time that I cried in a while. Getting my license in plumbing was the biggest life accomplishment. It took years of hard work, studying, and praying. And then he also added some things in here about who he provides free plumbing services to. And then he goes to say what he's going to do with the funds. He's saying humanitarian work, and then maybe he wants to become a content creator because now his ability to work is compromised. After I got wind of this, I did an initial reaction to it where I focused on the basic premise of, was his behavior on the show indicative of them getting fired? But again, I would have not known about this unless he told people and convinced us all that he got fired.
Once again, he's sitting up here saying that the whole point of why he was talking about this is because he ultimately got fired. It started becoming a rumor that he got fired after the Pop a Balloon video that he looked at, that he got sent, and that he reviewed. Here's another thing too that I'm calling cap on. This dude looked at his GoFundMe. He looked at his GoFundMe and he could obviously read the lines. I know MTR is a very, very, very intelligent brother. I know he is. And so he could literally read through the lines of this GoFundMe and see that this dude is calling cap on the GoFundMe. Everybody said that. Everyone said that. Everyone. I did a show reviewing this and I called bullshit on it. I did it. Everyone did it. Everyone said it. But here's the question. By you reading this GoFundMe, right? By you allegedly saying that, right? Why did you continue to go ahead and interview this brother, knowing that you knew before the interview? That's a question that I want to challenge each and every last one of y'all too. Why did he go ahead and do this interview anyway, knowing good and well about this GoFundMe thing? I know why I did it. I seen the GoFundMe before I even did my review of it. I did it because, and I'm going to be real about it, because I'm a content creator and clouding is what we do. That is part of our jobs as being content creators. Facts. I'm just saying. Now, was this whole GoFundMe thing the whole premises of my whole entire stream? No, it wasn't the whole entire premises. Even though I brought up about it, did me myself end up digging deeper into this dude's personal life just to prove that his GoFundMe is false? Hell no, I didn't do that. Bullshit. I didn't do that at all because it's stupid to me. I don't understand why people feel like that they're entitled to people's life like that. I just don't get it, especially YouTubers. Throughout my tenure experience as being a content creator, being a YouTuber, right? A lot of these YouTubers are some messed up individuals for real. That's bullshit. They are screwed the hell up for real. I honestly believe a lot of these YouTubers got some messed up behavioral issues for real. I honestly do. But let's continue. I'm gonna dig deeper into that, but let's continue.
But because, and I've said this multiple times before on multiple different videos, including the live streams that I did, because he has not showed hard receipts or proof of being fired, I never told anybody to go and donate to the young brother. So I tried to reach out to this brother because I wanted to receive proof of that he was let go and the reason that he was let go. And because he was unable to reach out to me in the time that I reached out to him, I'm not going to leave a link to this in the description, but you guys saw his Instagram handle. If you want to go over there, take a look at his page and support him, that's 100% on you. It's just for me personally, in order to be able to link and to promote a GoFundMe, I have to see hard proof. I for damn sure don't want to be on the receiving end of another brick face incident, a person lying. I'm not saying that he's a liar, but I like to do further due diligence in the.
I want y'all to listen to what he said too. He said that he don't want to be a part of another brick face lady incident. I want y'all to think about this. Y'all remember when I covered Rhonda Osman and stuff, right? When I covered her whole GoFundMe and stuff, and she ended up going viral for getting hit in the head with a brick. She ended up creating a GoFundMe account to support her medical bills. And I was talking about that, right? Me and a whole lot of other content creators was talking about this, right? So I want y'all to think about this, okay? Did it not seem like that MTR is saying that he literally donated towards Rhonda Osman GoFundMe? Do it not seem like he's saying that? Unless I'm hearing that wrong. But let's go back. Let's go back and listen.
Able to reach out to me in the time that I reached out to him. I'm not going to leave a link to this in the description, but you guys saw his Instagram handle. If you want to go over there, take a look at his page and support him, that's 100% on you. It's just for me personally, in order to be able to link and to promote a GoFundMe, I have to see hard proof. I for damn sure don't want to be on the receiving end of another brickface incident.
He said that he don't want to be on the receiving end of another brick-faced lady incident. To me, that translates that this fool literally donated to Rhonda Osman GoFundMe, even though he talked it about her. Like, what the hell, bro? I'm just saying.
A person lying. I'm not saying that he's a liar, but I like to do further due diligence in the research before I put my stamp of approval on something. But I hope he gets back to me soon. I'd love to be able to have an interview with him, so we can get additional context into what kind of happened maybe before or after the show, which kind of went into his particular response. What I did do is, in an attempt to humanize him and to find out more about his stories, I did a 5-hour live stream with him to donate. Also, too, and because I said this in one of my videos, but what proof do you have?
Did also, y'all notice how he keep on reiterating that he did a 5-hour live stream with him, right? With Aaron. And he keep reiterating that over and over again. And the reason why he keep reiterating this is because he is talking as though as he did Aaron a favor. In his mind, I hate to say this, in his narcissistic mind, this dude is literally thinking that he did this dude Aaron a favor by inviting him on this platform and speaking to him for 5 hours. Nobody did tell you to do a 5-hour damn long live stream with this dude. Once again, you could have said what you had to say in an hour and been done with it. But you chose to do that. You chose to clout on this dude. But now you sit up here making it seem as though as this dude literally emailed you and told you, hey, bro, we got to do a 5-hour long show. The one way I'm come up there, if we're going to do a 5-hour long show talking about everything. Well, what kind of sense do that make, bro? I'm just saying.
That you were actually let go. And I'm asking because we've been scammed in the past. There's been people in the past that have brickface. I just keep talking.
Now, notice what he said again about Rhonda Osman. He reiterated again that he said, we have been scammed. Who is we? Who's exactly we? It ain't me. I didn't get scammed by no Rhonda Osman. Those of y'all who are viewing right now, did you get scammed by Rhonda Osman? Did you donate it to Rhonda Osman GoFundMe account? Did you do that? If you did, then you're part of that we. You part of the one we that he's talking about that got scammed. I didn't get scammed because I never donated to it. Hopefully, those of y'all who are watching, you didn't get scammed neither because you seen through the bullshit and you didn't donate to that GoFundMe, right? So once again, that is leading me to believe that this dude, this beta dude, literally had donated to this woman GoFundMe account. And as you see on the screen, this dude did videos on her. This dude did videos on this woman. But now it seems like allegedly he donated to a GoFundMe. Because if that be the case, he wouldn't keep reiterating saying that we got scammed. Nobody did get scammed. Even in the Manosphere and the Red Pill community, they didn't get scammed because they never donated to her fund GoFundMe account. So they didn't get scammed. So who the hell is he talking about that got scammed? I'm just saying, but let's continue.
Talking about her. Set up GoFundMe, and she's allegedly a liar. She's right. She's facing a felony count for lying right now. Do you have any proof to demonstrate fired?
Yes. Now I will have some.
Give me a few more days. What's today? Friday. Yeah, give me a few days sometime next week because we are negotiating.
See, this is the part where I disagree with Aaron on this particular interview with MTR. I disagree with Aaron for the simple fact that MTR felt like that he was entitled to ask this grown man whether or not he got fired. He felt entitled to ask him that. Now, if I was in Aaron's situation, I told that nigga, hell, I like, yeah? Could you provide that to me? No. Why not? Because I'm a grown man. Why the hell I need to provide something for you? We're interviewing. I'm not coming up here to clear my name or anything like that because I don't give a damn about this. This is just clout to me. It is content to me. So who cares? Well, who cares if you agree with me or not? It doesn't matter. I'm just up here. So I don't have to provide a damn thing to you. That's what he should have told him. But instead, he felt that since MTR was entitled to ask a grown man whether or not he got fired, right? He felt like he's the victim now. He felt that, well, since I'm feeling I'm the victim, I'm going to go ahead and provide some type of receipts for him. South Pass salute.
Oh, negotiating with the workplace.
Yes. Negotiations are being made because they see the social media attention and they are frightened. So,
okay.
That's all I can say that much.
Okay, well, when you get that update, let me know, and I'll do everything in my power to make sure that my audience knows as well as within the GoFundMe. I think you can update it and you can show other pictures or proof for something like that. But I know that that's a concern for folks as well.
What I've come to find out is that there were so many lies told to me, but this guy had everybody convinced that he got fired, right? Well, in an attempt to continue to support the young brother, I actually talked to him this morning and asked him, when are you going to provide us a receipt? Because I'd love to.
Once again, this dude is now literally sitting up here harassing this dude about providing receipts that he got fired. And keep in mind, once again, I want y'all to stay focused on this, that the whole premises of the reason why MTR did this whole entire thing is for the simple fact that Aaron went onto this live stream, right? He talked to these women the way that he did, right? And on top of it all, he ended up getting fired. That was his original premises for this, right? Right? Now the GoFundMe was totally different. According to this GoFundMe, he didn't create the GoFundMe because he got fired. He created the GoFundMe, as he said, because of humanitarian work. Once again, I want to reiterate to y'all that I never agreed with the GoFundMe because I knew that the GoFundMe was some bull crap. I knew that. But MTR whole premises is that he was doing this for the simple fact that this brother got fired and he wanted this brother to come up and allegedly clear his name. But let's see how well MTR going to be a man of his word.
Be able to show. And I think the quicker that you provide receipts, the quicker that GoFundMe, who has locked his account, he is unable to get this money out of his account right now, would open it. In fact, let's go through the DM conversations right now. So last night, Sunday at 9:02 p.m., he called me out of nowhere. I missed that call. Notifications on my Instagram are obviously off. I only see things when I actually check my Instagram. He called me. I didn't see it. He said, "Damn, bro, that's crazy, man. You got me looking insane now and painted me out the wrong way." And I'm thinking,
I'm gonna say this about this too. Anytime when a grown man sit up here and show text messages, phone conversations, IG messages, IG DMs, that dude is an instant beta male. Dude's an instant beta male for real. Grown men don't do stuff like this. Grown men don't show receipts. That's what females do to each other. That's what women do to each other when they want to prove a point or when they want to one up that woman or one up that man or whatever. That's what these women do. That's what these women that I talk about on this platform do. That's what they do. For a grown man to sit up here and pull out another grown man private conversation just to prove something, bro, that's beta energy.
Beta.
That is absolutely beta energy, for real. It just is what it is.
Thinking of myself, when I finally saw this, I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean painted you out the wrong way? I've been going above and beyond to let you recount your story. I hold you accountable when you say weird things like tracking the woman in the car, or, you know, when you're throwing money in the club. We have these conversations, but what you tell to me is you're trying to be better. These are in private conversations. You're trying to be better. You're trying to learn.
Now listen to what he said. He said all these conversations that he was having, right? He already knew about it because they already talked about it before the interview. Prior for the interview, he discussed it. Aaron discussed it, all this stuff to MTR. So MTR could set up the interview questions at hand. That's what he did. So he's sitting up here having all these private conversations with Aaron. Now, instead of being a man about it and keeping it between two men, this dude sitting up here doing simp beta woman energy now. Sit up here, well, I'm just going to provide receipts.
Beta.
Bro. And the crazy part about this is that MTR is not understanding the repercussions of his actions. This dude is not getting it at all, period. This is how the way I see it, from one content creator to another, respectfully. If I know that you as a content creator is going to go and expose DMs, expose email messages that we're going back and forth with each other, that let me know right off the bat that I can't trust you. That let me know right off the bat that you're not a good, trustworthy businessman at all, period. That's what that let me know. So at any given time, you'll sit up here, sell out, and literally expose people. I wonder how many other people DMs that you got stored and saved, that at any given time that you're gonna sit up here and just expose them. I wonder how many others that you got lined up like this doing this, because just like I say, this is not grown mature man energy. This is beta male energy, for real. This is the same type of energy that these type of modern day women that I talk about do all the time. I'm just saying. So even like, say, hypothetically speaking, if me and him were to do business together, right? We do business together, right? Only way I could contact this dude to have a direct conversation is through either through his Instagram or through email, or hell, like me personally, I set up Zoom meetings. You know what I'm saying? So the only way I could communicate to you is through those different outlets, right? And here this dude sitting up here recording the whole damn thing like a little beta. Beta! Just so at any given time, he could record that documented record and use that any given time. Do y'all know that there are other content creators that do the same type of behavior right now? There are content creators who part of the beef sector, who does this weird stuff. There are content creators that are part of these other sectors, T sector and all these other sectors that's out there that does this weird stuff. One moment they pretend that they being all nice and cool, that they for you and stuff, right? While at the same time, they sit up here documenting, they sit up here recording, they sit up here screenshotting conversations, all so they could use it later on down the line, just in case you say the wrong damn thing to them. The moment when you say the wrong thing to them, guess what? Oh, it's receipts time. I'm going to show you my receipts. Ha! Here, receipt 1. This and that and that and that. Receipt 2. This and that. Man, this is, I'm telling you. Those of y'all who didn't see my thumbnail, right, for this particular show, I said boldly that YouTubers sitting up here selling their souls for a click and view. And that's ultimately where it boils down to. YouTube is literally sitting up there selling their souls for a click and view. It is so bad with these old toxic, beta male, toxic, modern day women content creators and stuff, right, where you can't even be trustworthy with them without them trying to go back and try to allegedly expose you because you have a difference of agreement with them, or you're not doing business according to how the way they want you to do business with them. So they decide to expose everything, expose your name, expose your address, expose your family, go on your Facebook and IG, do what is known as doxing, right? Towards each other. This dude now has proven that he is no different from these other content creators that are out there. Even though that a lot of that stuff that you're saying, like even I took the time out to watch that 5-hour interview with him and Aaron. And I know a lot of stuff that Aaron said, that dude was lying. Facts, he really was lying. He was. Not gonna knock you on that at all. Not gonna knock you. There was some stuff that Aaron said that I knew he was telling the truth as well too. No, it was. But at the end of the day, I understood it for what it was. That at the end of the day, all this is about clout and about content. But what I disagree with people like MTR and stuff, right? What I disagree with is when you invite people on your show, out of out of good faith. When you invite people on your show out of good faith, thinking that the person that you're inviting on, they're thinking that your guests thinking that out of good faith that you're going to treat them with respect and all the stuff. But in reality, you wasn't going to treat them with respect to begin with anyway, because you're going to use anything to clout chase that dude. Now, by you clout chasing that dude and did what you did, which we're going to dig deeper into this, right? You literally sat up there and nearly messing up this dude's life. All for a click and view. All just to prove something that, to be honest, at the end of the day, who the hell cares? And I mean, facts. But let's continue, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up.
You're looking for advice. You're looking for mentorship. There is nothing that I've done up to this point that demonstrates me attempting to make you look crazy. It sounds more like someone biting the hand that is giving them a platform.
Listen to what this dude said. This dude said up here, literally said that Aaron is biting the hands of the dude platform that he's using. That proves the point that at the end of the day, MTR didn't care about this dude. He pretended that he did, but at the end of the day, MTR was using this dude for clout. That's where it boils down to. He's using this dude for clout. He literally lied to this dude. And that's the part that I have the disconnection from, is that he lied to this dude. He pretended to be cool with this dude. He pretended to be cool with this dude so this dude could open up to him, so he could get all this information, all this clout out of this dude, so he could want to do what he did to this dude. That's where it boils down to it. That's why I disagree with it. Now, it'd be totally different if Aaron had agreed with what MTR was doing. It'd be totally different if MTR would have came out the gate and say, hey, bro, I'm going to sit up here and literally clout you, all right? I'm clouting you for a click and view, and I'm going to take you on this ride, okay? I'm going to take you on this ride, but guess what? I'm going to make money off of this. But guess what? By me making money off of this, I'm gonna shoot you some money as well too, because you're gonna get paid off of this too. Hell, if you want to even start up a platform, I'm gonna low key help you get your platform started out by this clout that I'm doing. If you were being honest with his intentions, then there'd be nothing wrong with this. I wouldn't even be talking about this. But by him sitting up here being deceptive, like how the way he's doing right now, hell no, I don't agree with that at all. That's bullshit for real. That's bullshit. And people like him, I wouldn't even trust going on a platform with people like him, period. I wouldn't. Because what's going to happen at any given time, if I were to go on that platform and I would say something or did something that dude disagree with, guess what? He going to allegedly going to expose me as well too. And I'm be real. I'm going to be real with y'all too. I'm be real. This is like one of the main reasons why I'm the way that I am with a lot of content creators for real. Why I don't fully open up to a lot of these content creators. I always do the bare minimum with a lot of these content creators for real, because I know that a lot of them have this same type of behavior that I'm talking about with MTR. I know a lot of them have the same type of behavior because I've seen it happen in real time. All it takes is just one time for you to say something that they don't like. That's all it takes, one time. Next thing you know, you the topic of the conversation. Next thing you know, not only you the topic of the conversation, but instead of them reacting, they have to take it a step forward. They have to sit up here, expose you. And I don't agree with that, period. To me, that is not content at all, period. It's not. It's messy. It is rude. It is disgusting, especially for grown men to do that as well, too. And that is facts. But let's continue.
Follows up and he says, man, bro, this got me stressing hard.
Appreciate it, bro.
Man, I thought you was my friend. I wrote this morning, just woke up, hit me when you get this. I then follow a reply to one of his messages about him stressing. And I'm like, not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, it just hit me. I'm like, whatever you think could probably just be solved in a quick audio conversation. So we have a audio conversation from 8:27 a.m. to 8:45. Within this conversation, we talk about many different things. But the main thing that I talked about within this conversation is I said, we only know about you and your story due to the GoFundMe, where you said you were fired from the place that you worked. Where did you work?
Once again, the GoFundMe did not have nothing to do with this dude getting fired, according to what he put up there. The GoFundMe only had to do with him saying that he wants to do humanitarian work. You pieced it together as saying that the GoFundMe dealt with him getting fired. Okay, let's be real about it. All right. Now, once again, do I agree with the GoFundMe? No, I don't. I don't. But let's be real about it. Let's be real.
What is the name of the business? What is the name of the company? I need you to provide that information, because if you don't, you scammed on GoFundMe.
Now listen to what this dude said again, and this is another part that I totally disagree with him. And I'm gonna let y'all know the reason why.
We only know about you and your story due to the GoFundMe, where you said you were fired from the place that you worked.
Listen to what this dude is getting ready to say. What he's getting ready to tell another grown man. Listen to this. And tell me or not. Tell me if this was respectful or disrespectful.
Where did you work? What is the name of the business? What is the name of the company? I need you to provide that information, because if you don't, you scammed on GoFundMe. This is now a legal issue. And
This dude literally gave a grown man an ultimatum. Give me your information. He didn't. First time around, he was asking, right? Then with the whole process of him asking, he kept pushing for it and pushing for it and pushing for it. So of course, if I'm a guest of a show, right, and you keep DMing me about some crazy stuff, right? Some crazy stuff like this, right? And you keep pushing me on this, I'm going to feel some type of way about it too. Like, bro, like, who the hell are you talking to? Like, you ain't going to tell me me, a grown man, what I need to do for you. Because at the end of the day, you need me. You need me for the clout, not the other way around, bro. You need me for the clout. So he sat up here literally telling the grown man, giving the grown man an ultimatum on top of that, and demanding it to him too. Give me your information. Bro, no, I don't have to give you not a goddamn thing, to be honest with you. I don't. That's what Aaron should have had told him in between this line or that conversation. He should have just cussed this tail out right then and there and told him, like, bro, I don't know who the hell you think you talking to, but I'm a grown-ass man. You're not going to tell me what I need to do, bro. A matter of fact, I ain't doing that out. A matter of fact, we're done. End the conversation about the dude right then and there. That's what he should have did to this old beta male dude. For real. That's what he should have did.
Cannot support a liar. I cannot support a thief. I cannot support a scammer. Send that to me. His response to me was, okay, sure, we'll do. I said, okay, the coast is clear. Everything is fine. He's about to send it to me, all right? So, over an hour later, over 2 hours later, no response. And I said to him, just in the text message, what's the name of the place that fired you? Here.
So this dude, once again, he did this a total of 3 times, to my understanding, that he pressed this dude. Now, this dude felt like that he's so entitled, right, that 2 hours later, he gonna DM this dude one last time. And this time, he just said, forget it. Tell me where you work at. And I'll figure out on my own. Like, this grown man should tell you where he work at. Like, Lord Jesus.
You're a lying sack of crap. You're a lying sack of crap. You're a lying, scheming, stinking, nasty sack of liquid crap.
Was his response? Apparently, he changed his tune out of nowhere. I wonder why.
I wonder why too, because I definitely would have changed my tune too. Actually, my tune would have changed the second time you asked me about this bull crap. To be honest, I think, to be honest with you, now I honestly have to commend Aaron, because he sit up here, put up with this for this long, needs to be commended and celebrated. Because after the second DM, I'll be in to block your dumb tail right then and there and told you, fuck you. Respectfully. Just be real about it.
I'm not doing nothing until I talk to my attorney. I told you that already. And this was the point of the conversation that I took a step back, I looked at the DM message, and I said to myself, I might have been bamboozled. Although I had enough.
Instead of this grown man taking a step back and start reevaluating his own behavior and say, wait a minute, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I'm coming in too strong on this man. Maybe I need to back and reevaluate this and kind of come at this in a different angle. Instead of him thinking like that, right, he gonna double down as though he is the victim. That he's the victim.
Discernment not to donate, and I did not do enough research into his claims to give him a platform to speak about any damn thing. And I own it. I take accountability for that. No excuses. Okay. Well, I wish you the best, I said. My credibility is now in question because of lack of proof / receipts. I'm gonna go live in the next couple of hours to discuss this with my audience. Take care.
Listen to what this dude said. And I'm sorry about keep stopping this, but I got to break this thing down to y'all, okay? So y'all can understand the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying about MTR, all right? This dude said this. He said, okay, well, I wish you the best. A credibility is now the question. By who? Who is questioning this accountability? His audience. Because what? Lack of proof and receipts. Because at the end of the day, it did not matter about this dude. It didn't. At the end of the day, he didn't care about this dude like he pretended that he did. This dude literally had a whole hour or something conversation with this dude pretending that he had his best interest at heart. Bro, that is cold. That is cold and toxic. That is the epitome of the very thing that you talk about on your platform all the time that these modern day women do to men. But you did it on a beta male level, for real. That's literally what you did.
Beta!
You just did it on a beta male level. And you continue to do the same thing by doing what you talk about these modern day women do to these men by sitting up here showing receipts. You're doing the same as that thing, bro. Nothing different. Nothing different, period. And now you're worrying about your ego. You're worrying about your pride. You're worrying about your acceptance to your audience. because you believing that your audience want receipts and all that stuff there. At the end of the day, let's be real. At the end of the day, your audience really don't care about the receipts at all. The audience really do not care about the receipts. All they care about is being entertained. And that's facts. That's facts. They don't care about that. They just care about being entertained. They just care about the drama. And so you feel like your credibility is in question because you feel like they're usually going to lose your connection with your core audience. That's what it boils down to. See, y'all see how I'm breaking this thing down to y'all, giving y'all a different perspective about this, and the reason why I disagree with this. Now, once again, I want to reiterate again, is that I'm not co-signing Aaron and for his behavior, because I do agree that a lot of his behavior that he has displayed on social media by going on this world tour and everything, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it, period. But at the same time, we got to call a spade for what it is. We're not going to sit up here and say that MTR and these other content creators is just a champion and stuff, right? Because they sent up here allegedly exposing this grown man. And on top of that, the whole ramifications of their action is literally sitting up here messing up this grown man life. But they don't think about stuff like that. They don't care. That's what I don't agree with. That's what I don't like. It's where you sit up here, literally use your voice, use your platform to literally sit up here, tear people's life down. That's to get clicks and views and just to get monetized. I don't agree with that, period. I never have. Never agree with that. I don't care what content creator does that. I don't care if it's content creators who I'm cool with. I never agree with content creators doing that to each other. Sitting up there going and doxing each other, sitting up here doxing folks and doing all this weird, retarded, crazy stuff. Just for a click and view. All of y'all are lame as hell for doing that. It's just what it is. It's real. I'm just being real with y'all, just being honest. Shoot. I don't know. What baffles me about this too is that each and every last one of us is very creative. Each and every last one of us have a very creative and artistic expression. Each and every last one of us is very intelligent to come up with different type of thought-provoking content and everything, where you don't even have to do all this unnecessary drama and doxing people doing all this stupid stuff. You don't even have to do that. You don't even have to have a 10 to 100 panel people arguing at each other about some stupid stuff all night long. You don't even have to do that. You don't, but you're choosing to do that because for the simple fact that you believe that that's the easiest way to go. That's what it boils down to. I don't want to put in the work to create my craft, to perfect my craft, so I'm going to shortcut it. Instead of you taking the whole process of learning the ingredients, learn what you need to do to perfect your craft right, you want to shortcut it like popping microwave popcorn. That's what you want to do. That's what y'all do. But I'm just being real about it.
You like that message? You just worried about making content, not worried about the consequences I may face.
Which he said is true, because that's what he did. He, at the end of the day, he worried about his content. He worried about his core audience, because if not, he wouldn't have kept pressing that dude over and over again to provide him some personal information, some PI information.
Face. What are you talking about? What consequences? Besides that you lied. Potentially, allegedly. I mean, I really don't know at this point. All you got to do is provide the receipts, baby. That's it. This whole shit would just go away.
Listen to the arrogance behind this as well, too. He sit up here talking about, you just got to provide the receipts, baby, and this is going to go away. Like, for real? So you have that much power and control of a narrative where you literally sit up here could either make this man or break this man. That's pretty much what you're saying, right? And I'm reading this wrong, or I'm interpreting this the wrong way, because that's exactly how the way I'm seeing it as.
You get the GoFundMe money. That's all you have to do. But the way that you are now moving in totality with the other information that is coming out and will come out about you and your lifestyle is way more damning. It's way more ridiculous than I could have ever imagined. And what I thought was going to turn into a way to advocate for a man that was unjustly treated because of his presence on a game show has now turned into somehow you becoming the victim once asked to prove your particular situation. See, a man of integrity and truth would jump at the opportunity to show me the evidence. But this is not how you're choosing to move. Therefore, I sense deception. I told you we were negotiating and I would get it to you. But do what you got to do. You already switched up on me. Shout out to the queen of accountability.
And what he's saying is true because you the switch up on now. The reason why Aaron said them particular words is because what I stated earlier, that MTR in good faith was set up here pretending that he was cool with this dude, pretending that he was this dude's friend, pretending that he had his best interest in mind. To me, that's the textbook definition of a person being a narcissist for real. Not in a good way. I'm just saying. Now, he's getting ready to mention another content creator, right? And we figure jump into this because I got a lot to say about this one as well, too.
Negotiating and I would get it to you. But do what you got to do. You already switched up on me. Shout out to the queen of accountability. She stepped into my live stream that I did yesterday, the Abba and Preach response live stream. And she super chatted that she was going to do additional work to understand the validity of his claims. And I want to play for you that conversation that I had with her right now. All right, so I got the queen of accountability here who's done a lot more investigative work into what we have right here. So I want y'all to consider what MTR just said. He said investigative work. And I want y'all to keep that in mind why he's talking to her, okay? Because this is going to go along with my second talking point about this craziness that these content creators do. Bring her up and have a discussion regarding the things that she's found. But first and foremost, I'm hurt regarding this. To trust somebody based off of them telling you that, hey, this happened to me post the Pop the Balloon experiment, discussion, whatever you want to call it, game show. And then to go back and be asking him questions specifically about show me more information regarding your place of business, where you work, and then him to act that way. I'm just like, man, it's just pointing in a direction. Also, but by the way, let me clarify this particular segment. All right. So MTR had to do what is known as damage control, right? Because his alleged audience was set up here calling him out on that particular interview, right? His audience was calling him out. That was calling him out about different things that was transpiring and stuff, right? So he ended up having to do a damage control review again. And so this led to him end up talking to the queen of accountability. All right, but let's continue. It may not be true. So queen of accountability, I wanted to bring you up here and let's just chat about other things that you might have found.
Wonderful. Sounds good to me. And thanks for having me, MTR.
No worries.
So I know that this man has been going viral all over social media, and everyone heard this story about him getting fired after doing the dating show, that they felt inclined to donate money and continue to make him more viral than he was at the moment. Mm-hmm. I did not talk about it initially because I wanted to investigate before I started to support someone.
Keep in mind, listen to what she said. She said that she wants to investigate it. MTR said it too, that she was going to investigate. Now, once again, keep that word in mind, investigate, because I'm gonna make a point about this in a little bit.
Who's telling us a story that is so believable that you want to donate. So what I first did, NTR, is when he created the GoFundMe a week ago, I looked at the GoFundMe and he emphasized that he does humanitarian efforts to single mothers, fathers, veterans, disabled. And, it didn't sit right. He bolded only that part, because when you're reading the whole paragraph, you're inclined to go right to the bolded part. This man is helping out veterans and people that need his help. And so I need to donate. And I just felt like that kind of reminded me of Rhoda Osmond. I said, maybe they're related. Maybe this is her cousin, because this is so believable. So I did my research.
She gonna sit up here and say that this is so believable, but even when I did my review on this, right, even I said that the whole entire thing was some bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Any type of person who knows how to read for understanding, read for comprehension, will read through the lines and say that whole entire GoFundMe was bullshit.
That's bullshit.
So why in the hell would you think in your right same mind that it was believable when it wasn't? When it wasn't. A lot of people said that it wasn't believable. A lot of people said that. But at the end of the day, what it all boils down to is who the hell cares. Even with the Rhoda Osmond situation, right? At the end of the day, who the hell cares? It is not that damn serious, okay? Let's be real about it. Even though I took the time out to cover this whole entire story because that's what people wanted me to do, right? And plus I found it interesting as well too. But did it bother me personally that Rhoda Osmond created a fraudulent GoFundMe account? No. Did it change my social economical status of me living and stuff because she created a GoFundMe account? Hell no. Did it prevent me from not working anymore and it put me in distress because she created a GoFundMe account? Hell no. And I'm pretty sure that it did not distress any one of y'all as well too. Let's be real. Since we're talking about accountability, right? Let's be real about that. Did it literally affect y'all that way? Did it harm y'all physically, mentally, and spiritually that this woman created a GoFundMe account? Let's be real about it. Did it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Who cares? Why was it that serious where you have to go through that extreme to allegedly expose somebody, right? I know the reason why. Because the reason why is because it didn't have nothing to do with holding somebody accountable like, y'all claiming to do, right? At the end of the day, it's about clout and content. That's where it boils down to. You just clouded them for content. That's what it is. Because other than that, you wouldn't care. Do you know that there are many other, besides this situation, right? Do you know that there's many other people right now who got GoFundMe account who are literally fraudulently created GoFundMe accounts, right? You know people are doing that right now? Are y'all doing lives on them too? Are y'all exposing them as well too? Are you going through each and every last one of these GoFundMe accounts who are doing this fraudulent stuff? It's people saying that they created a GoFundMe account because they be in an abusive relationship, lying like it ain't nothing. It's people who create GoFundMe account because they say that their daddy died, daddy alive and living. Or you exposing them? It's people who got GoFundMe accounts and say that their house burned down, their car burned down, it got hit by a down tornado. Are y'all exposing them as well too? Hell no. The reason why y'all not doing it is for the simple fact because in this particular situation, you caught wind of it and it's content to you. Let's keep it a buck. Let's be real about it. Because other than that, if you want to hold people accountable, let's do it across the board. Let's be real about it. Hold everyone accountable across the board. Since this GoFundMe account is y'all triggering point. No matter what other stuff that people are doing, right? The GoFundMe account is the last straw. Oh, hell no, you created a GoFundMe account. Oh, hell no, I got to expose it now. I got to find everything about them because they created a GoFundMe account. Oh, Lord, my life is over because they created a GoFundMe account. Oh, my God, they're destroying the black community because they created a GoFundMe account. We got to stop them, y'all. What kind of lame bullcrap is that?
That's bullshit.
Because at the end of the day, nothing didn't change with the black community. It's still the same. We're still dealing with the same bullcrap. Like usual. We're still dealing with the same bullcrap. Y'all still talking about the same old thing, talking about relationships and how men are better off with women, how women are better off with men, and all this other stuff. Y'all still talking about the same old thing, so nothing have not changed, period. But we continue on. We could pretend that we're holding each other accountable, all right?
When I went to Aaron's Facebook, I noticed that everything on his Facebook was about him, his body, working out, doing pull-ups, sit-ups, doing push-ups, everything related to fitness. I was looking even for the picture he used on GoFundMe of him in his uniform. There was no videos, no posts of any of this humanitarian work that he's being praised for. I'm sure a veteran or a single father or a single mother or a disabled person would have said, hey, this man helped us in our time of need. But I didn't see not one receipt. So
let me address this too, since that's her current talking point, all right? Do y'all understand that 90% of people who truly do humanitarian work, right? Now, once again, I'm not saying that either he did or did it, because I don't know. Do I care? Hell no, I really don't give a damn. I don't care if he did humanitarian work for one person. Humanitarian work is humanitarian work. He did it for one person. Hell, he could do it for his family. He could do it for his friend. Whatever he decided to do, that's considered as humanitarian work. That dude do not have to post pictures to prove something to you. He really don't. Second point that I'm going to make. 90% of people who does humanitarian work, they do not post about it. Because the reason why they don't post about it is because it is a strong possibility that you posting about it could create a negative look on you as the one who's a humanitarian. That's why they barely post about it. Have y'all ever wondered why? For example, let me give y'all an example. Have y'all ever wondered why in this modern day time that you rarely see videos where they separate talking about that you need to donate to Africa, give 1 cent to them, to donate to Africa and different things like that. Y'all ever wonder why they no longer do stuff like that? The reason why they no longer do stuff like that is because we're living in a modern day culture, what is known as cancel culture, right? And they know good and well that people through social media is going to call them out on their bullshit. They know that. So they stop doing that. Do y'all know that people who truly do humanitarian work, they're not sitting up here taking photos and posting it on their page all the time? They're not doing that because they know that people are in certain type of situation, and that situation could be embarrassing to them. It could be embarrassing to them. So now they have a heart to where they don't want to share that particular thing. But you want to know the people who do that? It's the 10%. The 10% including certain celebrities, right? Certain politicians, right? Depending on who they are, and certain clout-chasing content creators that does that, who want to post on their IG or whatever. And the reason why they do that is because they want exposure, not for the work that they're doing, but they want exposure for themselves so they can make themselves look good. Final talking point. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, that Aaron was one of them dudes that he was going to do that, right? That he was one of them dudes that he's going to post his humanitarian efforts, right? Guess what would be in the next argument? Y'all would say that, oh, this dude being arrogant. He set up here posting humanitarian work. He thinking that he's better than people. Look at him. He's exposing these people and taking pictures of people without their knowledge and consent. Y'all been saying all of that, right? So it's at the end of the day, it's like, damn if he do, damn if he don't, right?
We know that a lot of his exes came out and they gave us a little bit of tea, and that helped me to do more research.
Oh, by the way, I don't call it humanitarian work, but I do what is known as outreach work too. Have did it, been there and done that. I'm not posting pictures about what I do because I ain't none of your damn business or what I do. Do I need to post receipts for you to prove it? Hell no, because it's none of y'all damn business. What I do for people with the outreach stuff, it don't have nothing to do with y'all. And I don't have to prove that to you. Nor does this grown man have to prove that to y'all neither. Let's be real about it. Y'all allegedly do humanitarian work right now. No, y'all feel like y'all need to show that to people? Allegedly?
On him. When I did a check on Mr. Sloan, I didn't see a license on file that's connected to his information. And being in education over 11 years, we know all about education. It's linked to your social. If you got a license, if you got a degree, it's going to pull up in any background check. Don't see one for Mr. Sloan.
Now, this is one of the most important points that I want to make with what Daphne, the Queen of Accountability, is talking about, right? And I want y'all to understand this, okay? Listen carefully. Remember when I kept reiterating the word investigator, right? Investigating and stuff, right? MTR used the word. Queen Accountability used the word. Hell, I'm pretty sure her audience and fans and their fans, whatever, use the same type of word. She's investigating. She's investigating, right? She mentioned about Aaron having a license to be a plumber. Fine. Nothing wrong with that. But however, if you keep reiterating saying that you're doing investigative work, right? To me, that is translated that you are acting as a PI, meaning a private investigator. Do you know that private investigators requires what? License, certifications for you to do that particular type of investigative work. Not only that, it not only requires certain license and certifications to do that, right? It also requires for you to have a degree in criminal justice. It requires for you to be a CJ in criminal justice as well too. And on top of that, right, it also requires for you to understand different HIPAA laws and understand different PI laws, private information laws as well too. It's because if you're a private investigator, if you violate any of the type of laws, guess what? You are subject to fine and or imprisonment. Look up what it means to be a private investigator and prove me wrong. So if you're allegedly claiming that you're a PI or private investigator, you done already violated the law. Just by talking about this dude, just by saying that you did investigative work and you going on a live social platform exposing this dude PI, this dude private information. So you already done violated the law. I also went on the Queen Accountability channel. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I looked at a lot of her content. Matter of fact, I've been looking at a lot of her content for over a year, okay? To be honest. I look at her content not for entertainment purposes, not for clout purpose, but to understand why. To understand why she do her content the way she do her content. I came up with this conclusion. That Daphne is one of those drama beef content creators. That's ultimately what she is. She's one of them drama beef type content creators. She is no different from the content creators who's part of the beef sector. She's no different from content creators who part of certain parts of the tea sector, right? She's no different from these type of content creators that be separate putting out this toxic, doxing content for clicks and views. She's no different at all. No different. The only other thing about that is that she had learned to grift on a certain target audience. She learned to grift on these beta male men. Beta! That's what she did. She learned to grift and pander on these dudes. So she allegedly is doing this type of content, right? Because she feels like that men mental health is in jeopardy. I went on not only to her page, but I also went on to her website as well too. That's to get an understanding of where her mind is at. According to her website, she said that she's an advocate for men's health. Okay. Also on her website, not only say that she's an advocate for men's health, she also says that the reason why she started this mental health right is because she said that she was dealing with anxiety and depression, according to her webpage. So when I was reading this, right, I was like, how is a woman who's dealing with depression and anxiety equate that to dealing with man's mental health? How does that relate? How does that relate to deal with men's mental health? Because in most cases, most men do not deal with depression or anxiety like that. That is normally a woman thing to deal with that. Most men don't deal with that unless, the only exception to that rule is unless that dude is dealing with a traumatic situation. That's the only exception of the rule. But other than that, most men do not deal with anxiety and depression on levels like how women do. Where they literally have to diagnose themselves, go to a doctor and diagnose themselves with depression and anxiety. They end up taking medications for it and different things like that. Men don't do that, okay? But that's what she was saying on her webpage. So I'm trying to think about this like, well, how does this relate to her content? How does this relate to her being an advocate for men's health? How? And so I went to her webpage, just scanning through there and stuff and trying to see what other things that has she, since she's saying that she's an advocate, right, for men's health. I started, just going through and saying like, what type of things that she literally has done for men. The only thing that I see on her page is her displaying t-shirts that she's selling. And that's it. Have men modeling on her and women modeling on her for a t-shirt and merch. That's it. That's all I see. Now, did I go on her other socials like her Facebook and all that stuff? No, I'm not going to do that because I'm not that serious to me. But if you are an advocate for men's health, at least the bare minimum on your webpage, you need to show that you're being an advocate for men's health, right? The reason why I'm saying this is because she is saying the same thing to Aaron. Well, you need to be on your social media and show that you're being a humanitarian. Well, if you're saying that you're part of men's mental health, you need to show that you're being an advocate for men's mental health on your webpage. But guess what? You don't. You don't. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So if you're saying that this man need to provide receipts, that he need to show this stuff on this page, you need to do the same as that thing. Show receipts on your page as well, on your webpage as well too. Or how you're doing humanitarian efforts, how you're being an advocate for men's health. And here's another point that I want to make too. She's saying that allegedly she's for men's mental health, right? But at the same time, she decided to target this dude, Aaron. For the simple fact that this dude put up a GoFundMe account. Target this dude. Not only she target this dude, she literally, which y'all physically ready here, she literally started doxing this dude. She set up here, looked up his information, look up his plumber license, look up everything about this dude. Then that wasn't good enough for her. Not only she looked it up, she started posting it on her page. Look, y'all, I got this receipt. I got this receipt in 10 minutes. But you're supposed to be an advocate for men's health. Men's health means men's health. It doesn't mean that you're going to help men according to your standards of helping men. If you want to be an advocate for men's mental health, that means you do it for everybody across the board. Not who you deem is worthy for you to help. Because if not, then you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite and you're a panderer. And you're a grifter. That's pretty much what you are. But let's continue, y'all.
Never even saw a post.
So you're saying if you're certified, it's easy to find these things. There's probably like a database that you can go into to assure that he's certified. Is that what you mean?
That is correct, MTR. Like if I wanted someone to do a facial, I'm gonna go to a licensed esthetician.
Right.
But before I get her services, I'm gonna verify that she does have an active license in that state. Anytime you sit for a license or you sit for or any exam, it's going to be public record. I just didn't see one for him.
And now, did you not see one at all, or did you not see one that was currently active?
I did not see one at all. What I did see was that he did work for a LLC. When I looked at LLC up in Arizona, the person that owns the LLC is in foreclosure right now.
Listen to what else that she's doing too. Y'all got to listen to the subtleness of this too. She's sitting up here saying that she's sitting up here doing all this digging and researching, right? Now keep in mind, all of this is over a GoFundMe, okay? All of this is over a Let's GoFundMe. She's sitting up here doing this, and she'll be saying, I did find an LLC, and the LLC is in Arizona. She's doing that intentionally, y'all. At the beginning of my show, when I was doing the trailer of this, I mentioned, and I talk about this a lot too, I mentioned how women could be egotistical, right? That women could be way more egotistical than men. This is proving my point right here, how egotistical women are, especially when they feel like that they're doing a service towards people when they're really not. But keep in mind, also, she's for men's mental health. But she decided to dig into this man.
So I thought that was odd that they had time to hire Mr. Sloan when they're losing their house. But then I did more investigative work, and I contacted a place that had the same name in California. And Hector said he never heard of him.
Once again, she's sitting up here, once again, doxing. And this is another one. This is why I said that Daphne, the Queen of Accountability, is part of this beef content creation, right? Or this beef sector, or she may be in a part of this at one point in time in her YouTube career. It's because this is what these beef content creators do. They'll sit up here subtly, drop certain names and different things like that, and they do that purposely, right? The reason why they do that purposely because they're manipulating their audience to go out and do what is known as swatting, okay? Once again, they do that so they can manipulate the audience to do what is known as swatting. There are two forms of swatting that you need to understand. The first form of swatting is when a person calls the police on another content creator for the police to pull up on a content creator, and they sit up here documenting and do that old weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the first form of it. But the second form of swatting is similar to what Aaron was talking about, where people allegedly call his job, which I didn't believe that neither, but where people allegedly call his job to report and get him fired. That's a form of swatting as well too. And that's what she's doing. She's manipulating the audience into a form of swatting so they could go and do the same exact thing and find out this information and swat.
So that's two jobs that I haven't heard of them. And that was the only job that was related to this man's information. What I did find was over 30 cases across many states. We're talking about Nevada, California, Texas, Oklahoma. He's internationally known, but not for any positive reasons. So it made me believe that he did not get fired. If anything, I would say that Mr. Sloan was into fitness, and that was his job. He just didn't want to embarrass himself after telling those ladies he could pull $100 grand out of the bank. So he knew saying that he got fired would play on everyone's heartstrings like it did, and people were going to donate. When I first saw the GoFundMe after someone put me on it and I read it, I reported it. I actually sent it to a GoFundMe contact.
Listen to the arrogance behind this, all right?
Help me with
Listen to the whole arrogance behind this. She sat up here and said that the minute that she found out about this, right, she ran in and reported it right then and there. I mean, why? What difference does it make? What difference does it make if this dude fraudulent or not? What difference does it make? Why do you feel that you are that entitled that you got to be the one GoFundMe police and report everybody that does a GoFundMe, right? Which you don't do this with everybody. You only do this with selected people. Because once again, like I stated, there are millions of people out there that fraudulently put up claims with GoFundMe every single day. People do it every single day. GoFundMe has a fraudulent department, which I'm pretty sure you know about that. But you feel like that the people in the GoFundMe department is not going to do their job as efficient as you are. So you feel so entitled that you got to call the GoFundMe on your own behalf. To me, if that's not modern day woman behavior, then I don't know what that is. Because that is the epitome of modern day woman behavior for real. That's the epitome of what modern day women do to men who they end up breaking up with. Who they just want to do everything wrong to this man because they up in their feelings. I mean, it is what it is.
Wrote a case. So I know for sure people are going to get their money back because he won't be able to provide the documents. Another thing I did, MTR, just for backup, I contacted one of my people in Arizona who work for the state in unemployment. And I just wanted to see if there was any claims for this individual. No claims have been filed yet, and it's been a week.
I want to point this out too. That part where Rhonda say, I mean not Rhonda, but Daphne, that part that Daphne say, not only that's illegal, but also that part right there could get this alleged worker fired. Wanna know how I know? It's because part of my job is what I do is that I work with a lot of different agencies. I work with a lot of different agencies, and one thing that I know for sure is that every last one of the workers, right, who work with these agencies, they sign a document. This particular document goes along with social media. What's this document, Urban? This particular document, social media, is a document that they have to sign agreeing that they will not put out information on social media about people. The reason why is because that is considered a HIPAA violation. Not only is considered as a HIPAA violation dealing with medical information, but it is also a PI, personal information violation as well too. Not only they could get fined for that, I believe last time I checked, not only they could get fined up to about, I believe it's like $5,000, but they could get fined and/or imprisonment for that as well too, because they signed their agreement saying that they would not put out people information, period. So if I was Aaron, right, and by hearing this right, and she allegedly said that she talked to this worker in Arizona, right, I'll find out who the worker is. And that worker should be held accountable for that for real, because their worker violated their oath on their job, because them type of workers who work for the commission office and stuff, right, the workforce commission office, as she's talking about, right, they sign an oath because they are considered as public servants, okay? They sign that oath before their employment there. So if they did that, if this alleged worker did that, then that worker violated that oath. So that worker needs to be held accountable. So if I was Aaron, I'll find out who that worker is. I would. Since we're doing this, I'll find out who this alleged worker is. But at the same time, right, at the same time, I believe that part of this story that she's talking about is a lie. I believe that this worker or her friend that she know of, right, that works for this particular department, they probably gave her a generalization of how the way things operate, but they didn't tell exactly what it is. Because if they had told exactly what it is, then that would be a violation. That person would lose their job. So I believe that they gave a generalization about it. And she just allegedly lying and saying that he didn't file no type of unemployment. Then on top of that, who the hell cares whether he filed unemployment or not? Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Employment.
For unemployment, sir. Yes. If you get fired, you want to file that claim right away because there's a 30-day waiting period.
Then what she's saying is true. There's absolutely a 30-day waiting period for unemployment. Okay, that's true. But Another part what she don't understand is this: is that if Aaron is a plumber, right? He also is going to be a part of the union, okay? Especially if he's a journeyman plumber. He's going to be part of the union. There are certain type of guidelines that you have to follow. You can't just directly, as soon as you get fired, you can't just directly go and file for unemployment right then and there when you're part of the union, because there are certain guidelines that they follow. That's what Aaron was talking about when he was telling MTR, hey, we're in negotiations right now, because he was talking about the union that he's a part of, or allegedly a part of. I don't know. But that's what he was talking about, for us to negotiation, because he's part of that said union. Part of the negotiation is that he could either apply for unemployment or not, or you could take a severance package through the union, where the union will help you find another job, or whatever the case may be, depending on the situation. Or even the union would go and investigate wherever it is that's going on that caused him allegedly getting fired. That's what the union does.
He hasn't done it. Why? Because he's in the club throwing money. He's doing everything other than what he said he was going to do. Also, 6 days ago on his Facebook, he told everyone he's working with at-risk youth. That's his humanitarian work. But what happened to the vets and the single mothers and fathers and disabled? So now he is working with at-risk youth. So he went from all these different things to now he's saying he works with kids, which I find odd, being a felon and being wanted in a couple of those states. I don't think they would let him work with kids.
Yeah.
This is another thing that I don't agree with her at all. I don't. I think it's very despicable for her to sit up here and bring up that this dude is one ex-felon. The reason why is because of this. That's based on what I see, what I done seen what this dude is doing. Regardless of him in the club throwing up money or not, that is not my business. I don't give a damn about that. Regardless if he's lying about this GoFundMe or not, I don't care about that. Who gives a damn about that? Because it's not affecting me. Hell, sure, it's not affecting y'all unless y'all want it to affect y'all. But if this dude has literally went through the whole process of learning the errors of his ways, and he went through this whole process of changing his life, he went through the process of becoming the journeyman plumber and all these different things and stuff, right? He went through that process of doing this, right? Why does his past matter? Why does it matter? See, this is another thing that we do in the black community that I don't agree with at all, what we do. And this all deals with this whole crab in a barrel mentality that we do towards each other, where we feel like we just got to one-up each other. We feel like that we have to be the judge, jury, and the executioner towards each other every single time. Where we feel like, since I'm better than this dude, since I don't got a record, he got a record, that means there's something wrong with him. And at any given time, I could just bring up this dude record. How dare you do that? How dare you do that? How dare you sit up here and judge this dude like that? As though as you don't have any skeletons in your closet. Matter of fact, same thing with these content creators, MTR and all the rest of them. And all the rest of y'all who are catch the replay of the stream too, who are content creators, who doing this behavior that I'm talking about, that I'm against. How dare y'all do that? As though as y'all don't think that y'all have skeletons in y'all closet. As though as y'all think that there are things that you did out there that people knows about and just not saying nothing about it. How dare y'all think y'all just better than people like that? Everybody got things that you're not proud of or what you did. Everybody, including myself. But at the end of the day, I'm not fisting to sit up here and judge another man. I'm not going to do it based on his mistake that he made. Especially if that man is doing his very best to turn his life around. Period. Now I can understand if he's still out there and doing the same as that thing, he just saying, forget it, I'm gonna do me or whatever. I can understand that. because he's showing you how the way he is. But if this dude is literally doing his very best to change his life around and to do what he got to do to make a sustainable living, and on top of that, he's doing, as y'all call, humanitarian work to talk to one kid, one veteran, one single mom, one single father, then what difference does it make? It don't matter. Who cares? It's not that damn serious. Y'all sitting up here putting a standard on it. Shoot, he got to talk to more than one kid. He got to talk to one or more veteran. He got to do more than one humanitarian work for the veteran. Like, bro, shut up. Y'all sit up here literally, as I'm speaking right now, y'all sit up here got felons who are part of your family right now that y'all literally sit up here go to back for. Facts. Y'all do. Y'all got people who's on felons, who are pedophiles, all kind of stuff in your family that y'all literally protecting right now. Y'all are. Let's call it for what it is. But when it deals with certain situations where y'all want to cloud off of it and correct this certain narrative, oh, it's different then. Oh, we got to find something literally wrong with this dude. Man, y'all full of it for real. Y'all really are.
And this is currently wanted, right? Because when I talked to him, right, the story that I had in my head, and I've talked to him, and I did a 5-hour stream with him, and
notice once again, this dude keep reiterating that he did a 5-hour stream with this dude. Nobody did tell you to do that. You chose that. You chose that, bro. Nobody tell you to do that. You chose to do that.
Even though I never told anybody to go up to the GoFundMe. In fact, during that stream, I said, you need to provide the evidence. You need to show us the paperwork, right? You need to show us, because without that, this is just a story. It could just be a fabrication. Oh yeah, no, I get to it.
Then why it just could have been just a story? Why it just could have been left off as another dude clout chasing on social media? Why just could be left as that? Over here on the lounge, right, I cover a lot of modern day women. I cover a lot of beta males and beta male simps on her. And I leave it as that, as a story. I don't have to do, as y'all allegedly saying, investigative reporting. I don't have to do that to sit up here digging people's life like that, because it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. And on top of that, it is time consuming. I don't have to do all of that. I tell the story and leave it at that. Whether people agree with it or not, who the hell cares? Why does it matter? But it matters, once again, it matters to y'all because y'all want to get this clout, because y'all know that your target audience want all this drama. So you want to dig deep, especially with this. And that's why I'm saying that MTR scammed this dude. Scammed this Pop the Balloon Plumber dude. He literally did. That's why I'm saying that even with the Queen accountability, she set up here allegedly saying that she's holding people accountable, but she's not. She's not holding people accountable. She's just another scammer YouTuber. That's basically what she is. That's another scamming YouTuber pretending that she cares about men's mental health, but nothing on her platform has anything to do to advocate about men's health at all. Period.
That and the third, right? So even with that being said, right, and even looking up some of the court cases and warrants that he might still have active, and there's some other things that he did not disclose or talked about. Like one of the things I talked about was, he was talking about, if I was stalking women, if I was this abusive person, then where's the police reports? Where is it this? But there's actually some police reports that have to do against harm against women. And, I didn't want to get too much on the police reports and stuff like that. Actually, I wanted to direct my audience to your live stream that you're going to have later on this week to kind of go.
Listen to what he's saying too. He said that he didn't want to get into that. Y'all want to know the reason why he didn't want to get into that? Because he's doing beta male behavior. Beta! He's doing beta male behavior. The reason why is because he don't want his platform to be exposed to being a doxing content creator. So he's redirecting them to Daphne, the Queen Accountability platform, because he knows that Daphne platform is a doxing drama content. That's what it is. That's why he said it. He said that to cover himself, it covered his brand.
Over all of that stuff, but specifically as it refers to not maybe not even having a job to lose at the time of being right after the pop the balloon and then fabricating that for a story. That's really where I wanted to focus in right now, because that's how I know about him. The pop the balloons thing happened 3 weeks before.
Listen to what he said, and y'all see how he's lying now that this dude sent up her line earlier. He said he knew about him by what? The GoFundMe. Did he not say that earlier? That he knew this dude through the GoFundMe. Now he set up her being a beta towards Daphne. Beta in line, and set up her saying that he knew this dude through the Papa Balloon, which I already told y'all that he originally knew this dude from the Papa Balloon. Anyway.
You're a lying sack of crap. You're a lying sack of crap. You're a lying, scheming, stinking, nasty sack of liquid crap.
Ago, 4 weeks ago or something like that. I didn't know anything about that until it was him losing his job. Then I saw this dissenting views regarding him. And then, you know, I had a conversation with him, holding him accountable at different times that I thought, you know, things just didn't make sense. Absolutely.
Then let's be real on this too. He didn't hold this dude accountable at all. He was interviewing this dude. Okay. There's a difference between interviewing a person and allowing a person on a platform to create clout and debate. You wasn't debating with this dude or anything like that. You didn't have no panel or nothing like that. You was interviewing this dude. So how are you going to say that you're going to hold a person that you're interviewing accountable? To my understanding, that's not how interviewing works. Okay. You only interview the person for the story, to hear their point of view, and that's it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Never advocating for the GoFundMe, right? Saying you need to provide evidence, but then it's coming out right now that when I ask him directly, hey, can you send me, what is the name of the place that you worked? Now he needs to go get a lawyer. Okay. What's your license number? Now he needs to go get a number, right? And
now this dude sent up her line and said that he asked for his license number. That dude didn't even ask for his license number and nothing like that. Not according to what he showed us. So what's he talking about? Even then, who is he to ask him for his personal information? Who are you? You ain't nobody. He don't have to give that information out to you.
it's odd how that is happening now. He's okay to go live and to talk about these things in order to clear his name when I ask these questions to prove and provide data or receipts, because he fooled the whole country. He fooled the whole country.
He did not fool the whole country. He damn sure did not fool me at all. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
I wasn't confused. So the people over here in the lounge, we sure as hell wasn't confused, because when I was doing the stream, David said it. My audience said it, like, yeah, that's some bullshit on that GoFundMe for real. David said it. So who got fooled? We didn't get fooled. Sure, you probably did being a beta, but
like, he fooled people who went and paid within the GoFundMe, but everybody who's reviewing the story is saying it's messed up that he got fired. It's messed up. But the assumption was that he wouldn't be lying to that extent, that perhaps it's not true.
So, MTR, I agree with everything you said. And one thing about the internet, if you truly got fired and they called this company 500 times, that would mean they knew the company's information.
Yeah.
May I ask you a question? Have you seen the name of this company floating around, sir?
Nope. Sorry, you can't see me. I'm shaking my head.
Has he told you the name? Did he give
No,
you a
he hasn't
piece
told
of the
me.
name of the company?
So he hasn't told me the name of a company. I've seen a name floating around, but it's the same name that you called, and you said that they don't know who he is.
Correct. And not only that, when I went to the reviews, typically when a plumber comes to your place and they give you.
And once again, notice what he said. He said that to protect his brand. And that's kind of crazy that even Daphne, the Queen of Accountability, wasn't picking up on this dude better behavior. I'm shocked on that one. I'm shocked on that one. But once again, he doing this to protect his brand.
Kudos that say your name. In California, Hector is the main plumber that's under that name of the company, but it's actually an LLC that's under Aaron's information. And the LLC it goes all the way back to Yavapai, which is Arizona. And when I reached out to the owner of the LLC, he did not know an Aaron. So all I'm saying, even if they're lying to us saying that they don't know, but it's true, he wouldn't have any problem showing you. You're not going to expose
It should be
him.
easy.
This is going to help him continue his journey of healing.
Yeah, if he just shows it, the GoFundMe's will go crazy. But people are not donating because, I was telling people, wait for the paperwork to come out, right? But so if he was to provide that, and it would go more towards his efforts. But he's all of a sudden now I'm the enemy for him. All of a sudden he's upset at me because I asked simple information that he should be more than willing. If I'm more than willing to sit down for a 5-hour conversation about who he is, his particular story.
Bring that 5-hour thing again.
Why not show the evidence to prove that you did not set up this GoFundMe fraudulently?
See, once again, they keep reiterating about this GoFundMe because at the end of the day, this whole entire thing isn't about the pop the balloon now. It isn't about the pop the balloon. It isn't about him getting fired. The whole premises of this is about the GoFundMe. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Another thing I want to point out too about, once again, about Daphne, Queen Accountability. Who in a right mind, who say they advocate for men mental health, right? Who in their right mind have that much time in the day to sit up here and call people former employers like you were doing a background check on people? Who have that much time in the day to do this whole weird stuff? I know who. These drama beefing content creators, because this is what they do. This the weird stuff that they do. They'll sit up here, call your job. They'll sit up here, call your grandma. They'll call your granddaddy. They'll call your cousins. They'll call your sisters. They'll DM if they got any type of IG, DM, whatever, on Facebook, whatever. They'll get in contact with that. They'll go into your LinkedIn account and all this stuff and sit up here getting all this information. Getting all this information just so she could present it on her platform. And this is what she do all the time. This is exactly what she do all the time in calling this holding people accountable. You're not holding nobody accountable. You just another doxing content creator. I done seen them all, and all of them do the same exact thing in different ways, but it all leads to the same path. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. And for MTR to sit up here and literally co-sign this woman the way that he's doing, this dude being a simp. He being a beta male simp. That is what it is.
Beta.
And kind of in a way, it seemed like that MTR kind of picking up on this a little bit. That's kind of why he is doing this, where he's not saying the things that she's saying, he's not reiterating what she's saying, right? Is because he's trying to protect this platform. That'd probably be the reason why he's doing that, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm just making assumptions, but
utilizing wrong information to pull at the heartstrings of people in order to get donations and increase donations.
MTR, something else that I noticed is the picture he's using. That picture is nowhere on any of his social medias. And what bothers me is that besides that picture, what else is the proof that he's a master plumber? Because he's using a Yahoo that does not link back to anybody's information. Sounds like he just created the master plumber 209 at Yahoo email to kind of corroborate this.
You see, once again, that she keeps saying stuff like that, and she keeps saying stuff like that because she wants her artists to go swat this dude. That's why she keep reiterating over and over again, saying certain things, saying the LLC and all this stuff, so they could go and swat this dude. Here's another thing too. Could it be possible that, since she going on his IG and on his Facebook and different things like that, could it be possible that this dude is private to his account? That's why he's not showing this stuff to you, because it's only show towards his people that he wants to see it.
Plumber story. But when you look at his social medias, I don't see a video of him fixing a sink, laying down pipe, shaking someone's hand, saluting a veteran. There's nothing. And for
Right.
someone that's been living and sleeping and eating and breathing plumbing, it'll be everywhere. All I see is him shaking his pectoral muscles and acting a damn fool. What I want you to know is that
Also, notice this again that she keep reiterating about this dude physique over and over again. She keep reiterating it. Reason why she doing that because I also believe that she low key attracted to this dude for real.
Oh my God, bro. Oh hell no, man.
I also believe that she low key attracted to this dude because if not, she wouldn't keep saying it over and over again, reiterating it over and over again. Same exact thing with MTR reiterated about this 5-hour live thing.
I was never convinced of his story. I felt like this was Rhoda 2.0. He's worse than Rhoda. And those police reports, I have over 30 that were sent to me. And I will expose that on Wednesday. I'm going to show everyone. And I did contact a couple of those policemen who are looking for Mr. Sloan. So while he's out here throwing money in the club, bring your ass out to Elk Grove, Mr. Sloan, and stop avoiding what you...
See, she believed that she's that entitled, right? She believed that she's that entitled where she literally contacted the police on this dude. She literally contacted the police on this dude so the police could find this dude. Y'all want to know what this also remind me of too? By her saying all this stuff, she's up here doing all this fake investigative reporting, right? But all it is not reporting. All she doing is doxing. But you also want to know what this remind me of? This remind me of the whole behavior of a Karen. This is what Karens do. Karens does the same as that thing where they want to dig into your information. They want to cry victim when people call them out for their bullshit. That's what Karens do.
You did. I saw it, man. You're not slick. You won't
The
get past
queen, they call you the queen of accountability for a reason. Listen, I'm going to ensure that I leave a link down below to your live stream where you begin to talk about all of these things. But Daphne, thank you. Right?
And I want to say one more thing, MTR. You know, as Black people, we have to do better. You know, I thought Rhoda created some change with these scammers that they're going to be careful on how they scam. And clearly, Aaron didn't get the memo. But what bothers me is that Aaron has so many different talents. And being a scammer shouldn't be a talent. He could be helping the community with getting out of obesity. He could be helping the community with taking care of their mental and physical health. But instead, he wants to take money by using vets and single mothers and fathers. That's the guys. Just like Rhoda said, she has to pay for those medical bills that she never paid for because she didn't have them. This is why we are suffering as a Black community. And when people like us expose it, we're haters. We're narcissists.
No. We're not gonna do that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We're not doing that. The true reason why we're suffering as a Black community is not because of this little thing that y'all talking about. This little thing is like minor dealing with the Black community. It really is. To be honest with you, this thing is as small as what the Bible said, mustard seed. To be honest, according to the Black community. The true reason why we're suffering as a Black community is because of this behavior that I'm talking about right now. That's the true reason. It's because of this crab in a barrel mentality behavior. This mentality that we want to one-up each other. This behavior that I'm going to expose you type of behavior every single time. I'm expose you for my own benefit, which it deals with the crab in the barrel mentality. That's the reason why we're suffering in the Black community. We're also suffering in the Black community is because we're not together, period. We are against each other. We really are. That's the reason why the condition of the Black community is what it is. Not because of this dude allegedly slipped her scamming people on the GoFundMe. Not because Rhoda Osmond scamming people on the GoFundMe. I don't know. That's tiny.
We're snitches. Well, I'll take all those titles if it means people get to get their money back. Because on those same GoFundMes, there are people dying, and all they need is $50. And this man was able to garner what? Almost $15,000? I'm not happy with that. And I'm going to make sure it is shut down and he is banned and that he never can do this again.
Yep. Karen behavior.
All right. And make sure you keep in touch with me regarding kind of the follow-up work to this. I'm very interested to see where this progresses. But again, the queen of accountability, thank you so much for your due diligence, the extra work in verifying the truth, because that's what we stand for over here. At the end of the day is the truth.
That's
all right?
right. Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a blessed day to everybody.
All right. Take care. So, where does this leave us right now? Well, the ball's in your court, my G. I do so very much hope.
Then he separate in this conversation talking about the ball is in this dude court, as once again he feel like that this dude that he just so entitled.
That I am wrong here, that you do have the necessary paperwork to show exactly what you wrote on that GoFundMe about you being fired because 500 people called into that show. But the more evidence that I'm seeing regarding this situation and the way that you are now choosing to behave towards me makes me think otherwise. The reason why Queen of Accountability and myself went so hard on the Rhoda case before is because we wanted to dissuade others from ever doing something like this ever again. But it seems as though they're still coming out the woodwork with.
He said up here to say the reason why him and Daphne went hard on the Rhoda case is to prevent people from being exposed to a fraudulent GoFundMe. That is not the reason, bro. The true reason is because it was simply content to y'all. That's the reason. That's the true reason. Because other than that, y'all wouldn't give a damn at all. Just like I reiterate again, there are many other people who are scamming right now. As we speak, as a matter of fact, right now, people are creating scamming GoFundMes right now as we speak. Are y'all doing shows talking about them? Are y'all exposing them? Hell, I make it simple. Expose all the black people who are doing this, creating these GoFundMes. Are y'all doing that? No, y'all not. Reason why, because it's content, this particular content. At the end of the day, you had never found out about this dude on Popping the Balloon if he never went on this show at all. You know what I'm saying?
Out a care in the world of them lying in lieu of whatever consequences that they may face. And if he cannot provide these receipts, if he cannot prove that this is the case, he should not only not be able to get the money, which is an obvious thing, but then also everybody should be getting their money back that donated to him. Situations like this hurt men, full stop, because there's men out there that are suffering from false Me Too. There are men out there that are suffering from paternity fraud. There are men out there that are suffering from false allegations. There are men out there that are suffering the effects of a biased family court system. There are men out there. My intent is to support men that are facing real situations, not those that fabricate it by utilizing lies. That's why I wanted to interview this guy, because I believed his story, because I saw something within him that I saw within myself, less the strong family upbringing that I had. But nevertheless, unless he could prove something different, I take full accountability for all of this. At the
No, sir. No, sir. Well, I'm going to let you continue.
end of the day, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, but it's not about the L. It's about what you do after it. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know.
So that is the end of this particular thing that he's talking about. And so once again, no, it wasn't about him saying Aaron within himself. No, it wasn't about that. The whole point about it is that he used this dude for content. He literally scammed this dude for content. That's what it is. That's exactly what a scammer does. Since we want to call out this Aaron being a scammer on this GoFundMe, right? Let's call you out for being a scammer, for being a content creator, so up here allegedly lied in good faith, thinking that you was bringing on this dude on the platform to want to interview him in good faith and allow him to tell his story and, as you allegedly said, to prove his name. But at the end of the day, you didn't do that. You scammed this dude. You scammed this dude for content. You knew that GoFundMe was out. You knew that. You seen what that GoFundMe said. You knew that. But yet it's still, you continue on with the whole narrative, and that makes you just as guilty as this dude. And that's the whole point of why I'm doing this podcast today. It's to prove the point that MTR is a scammer. Also to prove the point that other content creators, not only with MTR, but with the Queen Accountability, Daphne, these are some scamming content creators too. That this is what they do. This is exactly what they do to try to prove they little content or try to make content on people. This is the reason why, once again, that I reiterate this, is this reason why I move the way that I do in these YouTube streets, is that these content creators, especially these black content creators, right, they're not for networking. I learned that the hard way. They're not for networking. They're really not. They're not for networking. They're not there to be cool with you. Some of them be allegedly saying that they, your family. Hey, you my brother. Hey, you my cousin. Hey, you my sister. They lying like you're not family. Don't fall for it, because you're not family. You're not brother. You ain't none of them. Because all it takes for you to do one little thing that they don't like, and that be the end of that little family talk altogether. MTR ended up doing that to this dude. Made pretend that he was this dude alleged brother looking out for him. But at the end of the day, he already knew that this dude stuff was a scamming. He already knew that. He did. So that's why I'm talking about this today. This is why I'm sitting up here now and talking about this, but I'm literally calling out the behavior for what it is. Now, do I have to go through the process of doxing people and pulling up your socials and pulling up Facebook account to prove a point? Hell no, I don't have to do that. But y'all do. Y'all got to do that to prove a point. I don't have to do that. I just use my mouthpiece and show you my talking points to prove my point. That's what makes me different and unique from any other type of content creator out there. Because I don't have to do all that unnecessary bull crap. I don't. I honestly don't. One last thing too, I just want to briefly mention is that a lot of information that Daphne put out, right, it was through, through, as she called her team, right, that helped her put this information out. Now, through her alleged team and whatever stuff, right, that she was reporting, right, I put out some information about Ronda Osmond, not for the point that I went and was digging for information, but it was just out there, and so I talked about it. Now, to be honest with you, now I look at it from this point of view, this perspective, it made me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? It make me feel like that I'm a part of the problem as well too, as a content creator, just for putting this certain said information out there that they alleged did. So, as a grown man, I'm also going to hold myself accountable of the bullshit, because we need to stop this stuff. We need to stop violating YouTube community guidelines and standards just to make content. We need to cut this out because it's not right. We need to get back into the foundations of us having morals, okay? Having a moral compass where it are certain things that you just absolutely would not do, period. I don't care if it's going to give you the clicks and views and your audience and 500 people in your chat and your super chats or your cash apps or whatever the case may be. It is some things that you just have to draw the line to say, I'm not going to do it, period. That's the whole point of why I'm doing this show tonight. Saying this about MTR, saying this about Daphne, the Queen Maker, Queen Accountability, whatever the hell that name is, right? And all these other content creators out there. I know also that Daphne has a tendency, right, which I have observed in the shadows, that she have a tendency to, whenever people go against her, whenever people disagree with the things that she do, she have a tendency to want to try to clout them. Go ahead. Because with me, I am a different breed of a content creator, okay? I'm something that people never dealt with before, all right? So that's what you want to do, then by all means, I don't care. I'm not gonna get all mad and get all triggered and and all the stuff and get into better energy where I for I a 2 for 2 type stuff. If you're going to figure out information about me, I'll figure out information. No, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not. I'm just gonna let it ride and let you expose yourself for the person that you really are, because that's ultimately what's going to happen, is that you're going to expose yourself for who you truly are. You're going to expose your behavior for what it really is. And I'll be here for it as well, too. I'll be here to cloud it all the way through, because that's my job as a content creator. But I don't have to do all that doxing to do it. So, it is what it is. But other than that, y'all, that's my perspective on the show. One last thing I want to reiterate again is that I'm not going for Aaron at all. I'm not going for his behavior, because I know he got a lot of other behavior that he was doing, like tracking his girlfriend and all this other weird beta stuff that he was doing. I'm not for that. I'm not co-signing that, because that is wrong. And all this other stuff, including GoFundMe, I'm not co-signing that because it is wrong. Okay? So I want y'all to understand that. All I'm talking about is how the way MTR and all the rest of these content creators clouded this dude, and now you're so messing up this dude's life. There's something that this dude said on the other show. I meant to show it to y'all, but I didn't know how long the show was going to last. But Aaron has said something on this other content creator show, and it really, really touched me, really got to me for real. He said this. He has said that, do y'all know that all this stuff that y'all are doing to me, right? All this stuff that you're doing, trying to expose my life, exposing my criminal background and all this stuff, right? All this stuff that I worked so hard to leave in the past, right? Do y'all know that this stuff is making me want to digress and go back into the life that I was previously living in, because it seemed easier to me? Do y'all know that you're doing that to me mentally, that you're drawing me to that? Do y'all understand that y'all doing that? But guess what? People like MTR, people like Daphne, and all of these content creators, they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn if they're going to make this dude digress and go back into what he used to do. And next thing you know, he end up doing something to another person. Then guess what? Guess who fault is that? It's not just his fault, but it's because of circumstances. It's because of the environment. When you put a person into a certain environment, guess what? They're going to have to adapt to that said environment. That's part of human nature. And guess who's going to be blamed for that? It's not going to be because he made the choice to do that. No, it's going to be because y'all the one who put him into that situation. Y'all did. These are screwed up ass content creators. Y'all put him in that situation. Y'all did. Y'all put him back in that situation. So ultimately, y'all going to be held accountable for that. But hey, I'm just giving y'all my perspective on it. Just giving y'all a different perspective on this, to look at it differently. Maybe y'all see this and you're see the stream and you'll see the same perspective that I'm seeing, and you're like, hey, maybe I need to digress from this and see this differently. Maybe what I'm doing isn't right. Or maybe you'll double down, just like what MTR doing. And I know he doubled down again. I know that he posted another video doubling and tripling down again. And I wanted to show that, but it's too late in the stream. I already made the stream 2 hours long. So I might do this on another episode. So I already know that, but it is what it is. Other than that, y'all, appreciate everyone who tuned in to the stream. I know this kind of a different stream what Urban would normally do, right? But I felt like that I needed to talk about this is for the simple fact, because this is what's going on in these YouTube streets every single day, especially with Black content creators. So appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. Those of y'all who rock with me throughout this whole entire night, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it a whole lot. Y'all are the real MVPs, for real. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all thumbs up the video as well too. It helps the channel out a whole lot as well too. And I appreciate y'all sharing out the video as well too. Appreciate it a whole lot. Thank y'all. So other than that, y'all, I will see y'all again on the next episode. Y'all take it easy out in these YouTube streets, because, man, these people are something else for real, y'all. They are.